beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. He made a beautiful garden in a place called Eden. This garden was filled with every kind of tree that was pleasing to the eye and good for food. In the middle of the garden were two special trees, the tree of life and the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. God created the first man, Adam, and placed him in the Garden of Eden to work it and take care of it. He then created the first woman, Eve, from Adam's rib to be his companion. They lived in perfect harmony with each other and with God. God commanded Adam and Eve, "You are free to eat from any tree in the garden, but you must not eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, for when you eat from it, you will certainly die." One day, the serpent, which was more crafty than any of the wild animals the Lord God had made, said to the woman, "Did God really say, 'You must not eat from any tree in the garden'?" Eve responded, "We may eat fruit from the trees in the garden, but God did say, 'You must not eat fruit from the tree that is in the middle of the garden, and you must not touch it, or you will die.'" "You will not certainly die," the serpent said to the woman, "for God knows that when you eat from it, your eyes will be opened, and you will be like God, knowing good and evil." When the woman saw that the fruit of the tree was good for food, and pleasing to the eye, and also desirable for gaining wisdom, she took some and ate it. She also gave some to her husband, who was with her, and he ate it. Then the eyes of both of them were opened, and they realized they were naked. So they sewed fig leaves together and made coverings for themselves. When they heard the sound of the Lord God walking in the garden in the cool of the day, they hid from him among the trees of the garden. But the Lord God called to the man, "Where are you?" Adam answered, "I heard you in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked, so I hid." God asked, "Who told you that you were naked? Have you eaten from the tree that I commanded you not to eat from?" Adam blamed Eve, and Eve blamed the serpent. As a result of their disobedience, God pronounced curses upon them. Adam and Eve were banished from the Garden of Eden to prevent them from eating from the tree of life and living forever in their sinful state. Why did God place the tree of the knowledge of good and evil in the Garden of Eden? Wouldn't it have been simpler if he had not put the tree there, thereby avoiding the issue of sin altogether? God placed the tree in the garden because he created humans with free will. He did not create us as robots programmed to do his will automatically. Instead, he gave us the ability to choose for ourselves, both good and bad. This freedom to choose is a fundamental aspect of our humanity and our relationship with God. By placing the tree in the garden, God gave Adam and Eve the opportunity to demonstrate their love and obedience to him. True love and obedience can only exist when there is a choice. If there were no possibility of choosing otherwise, their actions would not be meaningful expressions of love or faithfulness. We all have the freedom to choose. This freedom is a gift from God, but it also comes with responsibility. The question remains, what will you do with the freedom God has given you to choose? Will you choose to follow him, to love and obey him, and to live according to his ways? Or will you choose to go your own way, disregarding his commandments and the relationship he desires to have with you? The choice is yours. How will you use your God-given freedom?